Hi everyone and welcome back to Arctic RC today for FMSHobby.com and of course elephant.no, which is our local hobby shop. The Integral I saw for the first time in 3 years, I believe, in about 3-4 years. Friend of ours, he has the turbine version bought from Tomahawk RC. This model was strange but yet so beautiful, and I had the possibility to also be there during the maiden flight of this one. I will link this video in the info section below, but today we're going to talk about FMS, which has made one by license of Tomahawk RC, of course. Smaller 80mm EDF. It has a 100 amp ESC, digital 13 gram servos all around, but and there's a big but. We have a fairly short runway at our local airfield, and Maiden Jet is always a little bit sketchy, especially because I'm not used to flying jets. We have tested the Viper jet from FMS, which flew great. We have tested the Futura 64mm, which is super. And we did also test out the F86, which was a little bit harder for me because I couldn't get down the speed of it, so or couldn't slow it down when landing. So we have been out on the airfield many times now trying to set that one beautiful landing, but I have failed to do so. I do believe that it has nothing to do with the airplane. It has more to do with the pilots and me not being used to flying jets that often. So my biggest problem is the speed. So I'm using flaps, doesn't make it any better. If I use too much flaps, it bounces during landing. During the first flights, I was using too light batteries, so it became a little bit tail heavy, I think. I'm not sure. It felt a little bit tail heavy. And then I switched to these 5500. It's supposed to have 4000 to 5000 milliamp batteries, but this one is the one that I feel balances the plane, and it barely fits in the nose, but it fits. So we went back up to the airfield with these new batteries and tested it out, and there it was. It felt a lot better on the landing approaches. When it comes to flying, it's just super great. It's very responsive on the rudders, and you can do pretty sharp turns on it, and it flies like a jet. Nothing more. I can't give you more than that because I'm not a jet guy. Perhaps I will be, I'm not sure, because it fascinates me and it interests me a lot, because I really want to know how to fly these jets properly. But anyway, back to the landing. So we are now trying to land, still coming in very fast. I can't slow it down. I tried to slow it down a little bit, but that was too much, so it fell down. Nothing broke. Other than that, we ripped the landing gear out of it. But as I will show you in the video, we have ripped the landing gear out so many times now. And I believe that throughout the whole plane, the landing gear, the main gears, are the weakest points on this one. And of course back to me again, because I'm a lousy pilot. So it's my fault, it's not FMS. But I believe that a better foundation for mounting the main gears would have made it even stronger and made it so that it can handle a bit more rough landings. I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, but this jet has something called trailing links. That means that when you hit something hard, the wheel will bend backwards, and that is very helpful, especially for me. It doesn't damage the gear when they fall off or it rips off, because it's just sort of a foam box here, so you just put some epoxy down in it, glue it, and you're ready to fly again. So there were never any problems other than that they went off really often. We managed to do a couple of landings without breaking the plane. Not beautiful landings, and that is my problem, because I really want to have a beautiful landing on this video. So a friend of mine told me that you can't land this integral just by normal approaches as you do with other planes. You need to fly this one in, all the way in until it's on the ground. This is by no means any beginner jet. I'm having some problems with it because I'm not used to flying jets. That is okay, I can live with that. But if you are a beginner, do not buy the Integral before you have some hours with a Viper jet or something like that. An easier jet. But if you are a jet guy, please do. I think you will have so much fun with this one.
Herregud. Jeg skal klare å få til enda. Jeg må bare huske på, for jeg tror jeg skal switche knapp på reversen. Ok, klar,
Ja.
ferdig, gå! Not the best landings, but not the worst either. More to come.
Ligger vi för jävliga.